Part 1. Soft chocolate chip cookies are a classic favorite, but achieving that perfect soft texture can be tricky. To get it right, you need to understand how butter and sugar interact with each other. When butter is cold, it creates a barrier between the sugar and flour, leading to a crispy cookie. Softening the butter before mixing it with sugar helps break down the barrier. This allows the cookies to spread less and retain their softness. Using room temperature butter also helps create a better dough structure. Another key factor is using browned butter, which adds a nutty flavor and helps retain moisture. The right balance of white and brown sugar is crucial too, as it affects the cookie's texture and flavor. Finally, taking the cookies out of the oven when they're lightly golden can make all the difference in achieving that soft, chewy center. With these tips, you'll be on your way to making unbeatable chocolate chip cookies. Part 2. Seattle has a rich cultural history, and its influence can be seen in many dishes from across the U.S. One iconic California dish that owes a debt to Seattle is the famous Dungeness crab sandwich. This dish is often associated with San Francisco, but it actually originated in the Pacific Northwest. The story begins with the city's thriving fishing industry, which provided fresh seafood for local restaurants. Seattle's fishermen would often bring back Dungeness crabs from their trips, and chefs would use them to create delicious dishes. The crab sandwich was born, and it quickly became a staple of Seattle's culinary scene. From there, it spread to other parts of the country, including California. Today, you can find Dungeness crab sandwiches on menus throughout the U.S., but they all owe a debt of gratitude to Seattle's seafood industry. This dish is more than just a meal, it's a connection to the city's rich history and culture. Part 3. Bouillabaisse, un plat légendaire de la cuisine provençale, est une histoire riche et complexe. Pardons de ses racines anciennes pour comprendre pourquoi il reste si populaire aujourd'hui divided by way. Le bouillabaisse était un repas royal des nobles du port de Marseille au Moyen Âge. Les poissons et les fruits de mer sont les ingrédients clés, mais la sauce est aussi importante que le thon. Pour faire une bonne bouillabaisse, il faut utiliser les meilleurs ingrédients frais. Le secret du bouillabaisse se trouve dans son équilibre parfait entre les saveurs et les textures. Il faut aussi prendre le temps de préparer la sauce, car c'est être un processus long et exigeant. Pour une expérience culinaire complète, il faut servir le bouillabaisse avec des croûtons et du pain à l'olive. Le bouillabaisse est un plat qui continue de captiver les gens aujourd'hui. Il s'agit d'un mélange parfait de saveurs, de textures et de histoire. Part 4. High-quality images and videos of national dishes are used to tell stories about food's role in culture and identity. Food can evoke strong emotions and memories, making it a powerful symbol of national pride. National foods often have historical or cultural significance, representing the country's history, geography, or cultural heritage. For example, sushi is a quintessential Japanese dish that combines raw fish with vinegared rice, reflecting the country's seafood-rich diet and cultural traditions. Similarly, tacos represent Mexico's rich culinary diversity and its blend of indigenous and European influences. National foods can also bring people together, fostering a sense of community and shared identity. In many countries, national dishes are closely tied to traditional celebrations and holidays. Food plays a significant role in these events, often symbolizing good luck, prosperity, or unity. National foods can be a source of national pride, representing the country's unique cultural story. By exploring national foods, we can gain a deeper understanding of our shared human experiences and the stories behind our favorite dishes. Part 5. Alice's Restaurant was first written by Arlo Guthrie in 1967 as a satirical song about Thanksgiving, and it has since become an American tradition. The song tells the story of Alice, who is arrested for littering on Thanksgiving Day after her family's car breaks down. The lyrics are full of humor and irony, poking fun at the commercialization of Thanksgiving. Over time, the song has been performed by Arlo Guthrie and other artists, with slight variations in the lyrics. In 1969, a film adaptation of the song was released, directed by Arthur Penn and starring Jeff Bridges as Arlo Guthrie. The movie follows Alice's story and features many of the same songs as the original album. Today, Alice's Restaurant is still widely performed at Thanksgiving gatherings and has become an integral part of American holiday culture. Many families use the song to set the tone for their celebrations, while others enjoy it as a nostalgic reminder of past holidays. The tradition continues with new adaptations and performances, keeping Alice's story alive in popular culture. As we celebrate Thanksgiving this year, remember that Alice's Restaurant is more than just a song, it's an American classic. Part 6. During World War II, many foods were scarce and hard to find due to rationing and shortages. People had to be creative with the ingredients they had available. The war also saw the introduction of new food technologies. Food became a vital part of the war effort. Canned goods, for example, were used to supply troops in the field. Food played a significant role in boosting morale. Many foods that are now forgotten were popular during this time. These foods were often made with limited ingredients and had to be nutritious. The war also saw the rise of food propaganda. Part 7. High-quality ingredients and easy-to-follow recipes are a must for making authentic burritos. This dish has a rich history that spans centuries and continents. The Aztecs were known to have eaten a similar dish called the tlaxcali, which was made with corn tortillas, beans, and meat. When the Spanish conquistadors arrived in Mexico, they introduced their own ingredients such as pork and chicken. These ingredients quickly became popular among the Mexican people. Over time, the burrito evolved into a staple food of American cuisine. The introduction of beef and cheese further increased its popularity. Today, there are countless variations of this dish to suit every taste. From traditional to modern twists, the burrito remains a beloved favorite in many parts of the world. Part 8. During World War II, food rationing was a significant issue in America. People had to make do with limited ingredients and creative meal ideas. Chicken and dumplings became a staple dish during this time. It was easy to make, used readily available ingredients, and provided much-needed comfort. The recipe has its roots in traditional Southern cuisine. However, it wasn't always a favorite of the U.S. military. In fact, the Army initially banned the dish due to concerns over food preservation. Despite this, homemade chicken and dumplings continued to thrive. They became a symbol of hope and resilience during a difficult time. Part 9. Corn was a staple crop for Native American communities long before European colonization. It provided nutrition and sustenance in the harsh New World environment. The Spanish introduced livestock, which significantly impacted corn production. However, it wasn't until the 19th century that corn became America's dominant food source. Henry David Thoreau wrote about corn as a symbol of America's industrialization. Corn played a significant role in American culture and history. In many Native American communities, corn is still considered sacred. The story of corn is deeply intertwined with the story of America. Corn remains an essential part of American cuisine today.